Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's that time of the week जब मैं अकेले बैठ के कोई बातचीत नहीं कर रहा होता हूँ एंड आई हैव माय पार्टनर इन क्राइम. बिल्कुल हम बात कर रहे हैं वीकली राउंडअप की. और वीकली राउंडअप इसलिए भी थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाता है क्योंकि जो हम प्री मार्केट अपडेट्स करते हैं उसमें बहुत बहुत बेसिक और प्रीटी मच सिर्फ न्यूज की बात कर रहे होते हैं. बट वीकली राउंडअप में हम डायरेक्शंस देते हैं. और जैसा कि आपने देखा होगा लास्ट 2 वीक से जो हमारे तरफ से डायरेक्शंस निकल के आ रहे हैं और जो लेवल्स निकल के आ रहे हैं वो प्रीटी मच मार्केट उसी तरीके से फॉलो कर रहा है, उसी तरीके से मूव कर रहा है. एंड आई बिलीव दैट इज द ओनली रीजन कि जितने हमारे सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं वो वीकली राउंडअप पे ज्यादा व्यू कर रहे हैं, प्री मार्केट अपडेट नहीं देख रहे हैं. ऐसा मत करिए प्लीज, प्री मार्केट अपडेट भी देखिए, दैट्स इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट, मेहनत उसमें भी लगती है. चलिए, जोक्स अपार्ट. और एज ऑलवेज आई हैव मिस्टर अंकित खंडेलवाल. I will make him enter the studio और अब उनसे बातें करते हैं. Hi Ankit, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, good evening. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I am good क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं निफ्टी आपके लेवल्स पे चल रही है और ट्रेडिंग प्रॉफिट्स देखने को मिल रहे हैं. तो
Correct.
विदाउट वेस्टिंग मच ऑफ टाइम ये बताइए कैसा रहा वीक, क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हुई?
Well, this week was, of course, very eventful. Uh, eventful with the sense that, see, typically talking about the domestic institution space, April is usually slow. Traditionally, we have seen थोड़ा स्लो रहता है, नया फाइनेंशियल ईयर भी रहता है, लोगों को मैंडेट्स ये सब अप्रूव्स होते हैं, तब जाके दे गेट इनटू लिटिल अग्रेसिव investment or disinvestment or whatever. But a lot of things happened. Otherwise, a lot of macro level and sector level data came out. A lot of, I would say, a lot of intraday volatility. If you see, if you remember, I spoke about a range for Nifty, broad range for Nifty, where 22,500 would be the top level. A day day volatility would we saw would be like 150 points on above that and maybe 100 points below that in a single day, but eventually it closed more or less around the same level. So closing basis, we haven't really violated the range as such. It all like I said in the last video, it the noise will come and it will deviate from this center range, but eventually, as long as it is coming back to that range, I think it is safe. It's like a status quo, nothing major to think that this range may go up or down as such. But yeah, I would also summarize this week as the week of highs, because if you look at our main benchmark indices, life highs, gold twice a week lifetime high, oil not life high, but I think it's at $86 now, and quite close to 93, which is like the 52-week high. uh, to put things in perspective, I found out a very interesting fact. 17 out of 200 NSE 200 companies have hit their either their record high or a 52-week high in this week itself. और अगर मैं आपको नाम बताऊंगा तो आप सोचोगे कि ये तो बहुत बड़ी कंपनीज है. लेट मी टेल यू अ फ्यू नेम्स. आदित्य बिरला कैपिटल, सेल, वेदांता, जेएसडब्ल्यू एनर्जी, डिक्सॉन टेक्नोलॉजी, बजाज ऑटो, कोलगेट, अंबुजा, जेएसडब्ल्यू स्टील, वोल्टास, लार्सन ट्यूब्रो. Companies like this, there are 17 of them who have actually hit their either 52-week high or record high in this week itself. So so this itself shows that the inherent strength that is there in the market, the inherent buying. Whether if you look at the Nifty, if it is not uh, going beyond a certain zone, you might be thinking that there is no uh, aggressive buying as such, but if there is no aggressive buying, I don't see how these stocks can hit their record highs and 52-week highs. And surprising to say that see that even at such high valuations, they keep getting money keeps getting pumped in, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so that pretty much was the week. In terms of data, a lot of data came in. Uh, I would say a kind of a very uh, promising data. Uh, Auto industry sale data came in. Most of the industry had a very good month. Maruti being the leader, Tata Motors second, and Hyundai third. They all Maruti and Tata Motors each uh, gave about a 15% increase in their monthly sales, so which is phenomenal. We can expect some good results coming in from these companies uh, in April. And yes, then GST numbers came out at 1.78 lakh crores. Again, this is suggesting a very strong continued consumerism in this economy, which obviously which is a great news overall for the economy. uh, RBI's today's policy decision, of course, I will talk separately on that because that requires a little bit of in-depth uh, explanation, I would say. But yeah, but it was very much in line with the expectation. No changes. That's what RBI has kind of justified also, that there are no changes. So yeah, lot of events, like I said, lot of very eventful. It may have not, you know, you may not have seen that on the face of the market on if you just follow the Nifty. But yeah, if you go to the nitty gritties, definitely there was a lot of action happened this week.
Right. So GST figures, I believe it is the second highest that we have seen, just a second from the top.
Yes.
And along with this, I was just about to ask about RBI, but before that, the stocks that we have discussed, there were many, like you said last week as well, that the noise will make the movement. And most of the stocks which have hit the new highs had some of the other news or their numbers coming in. And another part of the story, like voltas and counters like these, have made the movements because of the fact that we are approaching summers, and this time summers would be even more difficult for people like us. We're expecting odd 52 degrees temperature in
Oh.
our city. So that's gonna be crazy to another level. So
Mhm.
yes, there was noise and there were movements like you predicted last week. So I was like, this was my second question in line. That how do you read into whatever Mr. Shakti Ganda Das said today? Because of course the rates were unchanged. But anything
Yeah.
that you want to comment upon the commentary that he has made, or any guidance that you're getting out of it?
So I feel RBI's decision today was very much in line with the expectation. Uh, this is the seventh straight meeting that they haven't touched the rate. There, while RBI keeps sorry, excuse me. While RBI keeps saying that inflation is broadly speaking into check, they are still very hawkish. They are not, they are not in a position to actually let go of of that extra money supply, so that and a lot of articles even say this is responsible for the kind of sluggish growth, if I may say so. But then, according to Mr. Das today, the job data is improving, the rural demand is improving, inflation is under check, but they want to keep a close eye on it, which is why again the hawkish stance continues, no changes. And because the MPC voted against the withdrawal of accommodation also, it has been expected that there will be no change in the next meeting as well, which is in June. And the broader consensus is that it's only by August the RBI will actually start easing off the liquidity. So till then, you can also, coincide with the polling and the election. You don't want inflation to let loose in middle of election. So yeah, so having said that, I think by August you might see a little spike in inflation. Little easing will start happening. Then we can definitely in a quarter or two, by maybe by December, we may see ourselves in the growth trajectory.
Got it. So, along with this, I was just having a discussion with another senior official of our company, and we are just discussing about the RBI stance and everything. But he actually told me a very interesting, bite in this, that RBI actually also needs to maintain the rates because the foreign markets are not, they're not ready to cool off and they're not ready to bring down the rates. So just to keep the debt market in place, just to make the money market get all the money which we usually get from the FII side, maintain it. They have to maintain the rates till the time the international markets don't start, reversing the cycle. RBI would not be in position to do because, frankly, till now, we have the kind of money flow that we get from the debt market is way bigger than the money flow in the equity market and
Sure.
other such kind of things. So just the interesting, part that I was aware of, I just shared it. So this was all that we were talking about the week, that roller coaster week that we have seen.
Mhm.
But what do you see in the coming week? Give us some good guidance, good levels of Nifty.
Yes. So in the coming week, again, the coming week is a short one. Again, we have midweek holidays this week also, coming week also. So that, having said that, but I feel the coming week will again be, for most traders, it should be wait and watch, because the result season is starting in the coming week. It kicks off with TCS in the on the 12th, I believe. And while it will be the first one to give the result and the only major company in that week to give the result, it will set the tone for the rest of the industry. So, guidance what TCS gives, the figures, of course, are important things to watch out for. Uh, you see how HDFC Bank has given a guidance, which is why the sharp move from Thursday till Friday in the stock is evident. Something like that is going to happen in that IT space also. So how, if you are aware that HDFC Bank has the new shareholding pattern has revealed that about 4.5% FII holding has gone down. So this translates into a possibility where their weightage into MSCI index will go up. This was the major reason why the stock moved up 3% on Thursday. Okay. Secondly, they are even expecting the biggest quarter on quarter growth in deposit to about 1.6 lakh crores. This is a massive growth. This is the biggest quarter on quarter growth in deposits. So these two things are, pretty much kind of giving an indication that HDFC is going to post some solid numbers. And how banks have behaved in the last few trading sessions. Uh, Again, Kotak, ICICI all going down, HDFC all going up in the last 2 days. So it while it looks mixed bag, broadly speaking, for the banking industry, it has been a good quarter. So I am expecting decent results from bank. Going by the auto sales figures, again, I'm expecting decent result from the auto space. Okay, IT again. IT will come to know by next Friday. We'll come to know more or less whatever is happening in the IT space. So yeah. So again, watching out for results will be the key thing in the next week. Yeah. Uh, if somebody is trading, I would really advise them caution, and I expect the volatility to, continue. Maybe not on a over the week basis, but intraday volatility to be little sharp. So easy to get carried away. So might as well exercise some caution.
I have experienced it today. So that's altogether a different part of the story. But
Yeah.
anyhow, interesting point that you have made that the banks are performing and the way automotive sector, the way real estate is doing good. So somehow their loan growth, their loan book, of course, looks good, and their deposit growth is also quite promising. And I believe same was the case with Bajaj Finance and other such NBFCs also, which was again the reason why we were seeing some good movement in the financials. So anything that you would comment, like any particular level, or it is better to not demarcate any level and just try and see as to how the markets are behaving?
So like I said in my in the last week's video, I uh, I saw 20 to 500 to be the top level of the current range that I view Nifty in, and again this week it has attempted to break that level twice. In fact, you must be aware it went up to 22,600 something, all on an intraday basis only. There was not a single close except for today, which is marginally above 22,500. Okay, so yes, I believe that it would be prudent to assume that we might can see a little higher levels on the closing basis. Uh, let's say about 150 200 points if I move my range upwards. So yeah, maybe like a 22,600, 650 trading zone, and the markets have also made a double bottom at 22,400 exactly in this week. So again, that is a intraday double bottom. So I feel that a shorter term support zone will be there at 22,400. So unless something major comes up, I don't think that will break very easily. If it breaks on a closing basis only, then we are looking at some further downside.
Okay. So, do we take it like this that till the time we don't see any aggressive movement coming into the market, or some really bad or amazing news coming into the market, we are seeing a very small range in which ranges somewhere near 22,350 and goes up to 22,650 or 700. And if there is a movement towards downside, then our previous range of 21,700 is there to guard the markets as of now. Are we reading it like this?
Yes, yes, actually, yes. But I believe that 1,700, as we, spend more and more time consolidating above that level, it becomes a stronger and stronger kind of a support zone. So, the last time we breached it was about 3 weeks back or something like that. So the more time we spend above it, it becomes even stronger support zone. And the more time we consolidate from between the low and high in certain smaller zones, maybe a 200 point zones or a 300 point zone, that become a minor support zone. So each time you are at the top at a 22,500 or 600 level, and you think that some bad news flow will come or some bad result will come and it'll all go tumbling down, you have the safety net of these smaller zones wherein it's a light kind of support zone, it might bounce back from there. However, if the news is gravely negative, it may break that, and then the big support zone is definitely there. So so the people can be rest assured that the 21,700 800, it will take a lot of bad news to break that at the moment, I feel. Yeah, but let us see how the guidelines, because like I said, we are at a trading near to a forward valuation, and the fundamentals have to eventually catch up. Going by the looks of it, most sectors fundamentals will catch up. Going
Right.
by the
Got
looks
it.
of going by the looks of macroeconomic data, going by the looks of some sectoral data that we have seen, things are looking good. I would not say that things are looking bad. So broadly speaking, if BFSI, if autos, if IT, these major sectors, they do well, then more or less the mood of the market is uplifted only. Here
Okay.
or there,
So
one, two
I
sectors will be
think
there.
I think it's there on your face that the markets are happy. We have made
Yeah.
new high, and somehow you are happy with the markets. So good to know that finally it seems that we are out of the woods. But another thing that is important for us to know, and again, I will have to question you about that. From eighth, we have new four new kids of NSE coming into play. Something interesting that we see for the traders initially or investors, anything that you have to comment upon the idea of this Nifty Tata Group 25, Nifty 500 multi cap.
It's
Yeah.
I think it's a nice thing. Nice thing, something new to be introduced into the market, definitely. But uh, but with the view of the retail investor, uh, the small retail investor, a lot of them are already well versed with things like small case. So to make a, it is very similar to make an index out of only Tata Group. I can really customize my basket. It behaves like pretty much like an index. I can customize my basket, and I can make a Tata basket. And if I have, let's say, 1 lakh, and I am dividing it into 5 stocks, I can give the weightage also, and I can say that 20,000 goes into Tata Consultancy, and 30,000 in Tata Motors, so on and so forth. Okay, and if I can trade that today freely, it boils down to same thing. So what NSE has done is good, but again, then it's not something new, I would say. It's just another index. I don't know how relevant it will be uh, to s- to you and me, if we are because we are looking at a broader picture. Yes, somebody who's very has got a strong holding in Tata Group, of course it will be relevant to them. Somebody who's a regular trader in the Tata stocks, definitely relevant to them. Somebody wants to de-risk their and has a strong conviction that Tata stocks are going to go up or go down or whatever, so then they can take position in that kind of index. But how it will as an indicator, I don't see that giving a lot of that making a lot of difference, actually.
So rather than taking it like this, that we have a new indicator, should we actually take it like this, that it's a new trading instrument
Yeah.
that we will witness in the market, and eventually it will increase the liquidity. And along with this, there are some mutual funds who these companies, they come out with specific funds which are related to the index. They would get another chance to raise more funds in creating those complex names and invest into those particular stocks which are there. So nothing very significant that we see, but eventually, do we take it like this, that it would enhance the liquidity in the market and give more trading
It
turnovers?
is, it is just, I would put it this way, that it's an additional instrument
Hmm.
to put your money in. It's an additional instrument to trade in. If you very To put it very simply, if you don't want to you know gather and spread your spread your investment into five stocks, you just want to pick up one index, I think that's a good option. Yeah, just about that. If you look at it, sectoral index, we have sectoral indices since a long time now. But which are the sectoral index that actually are being traded very aggressively? There is only Bank Nifty, maybe a little bit in IT or metals, but there is a pharma, there is a FMCG, there is, every sector has an index.
Fin Nifty and all these. Yeah,
Everything, every
right.
sense, every sector has its own index. There is no doubt about it. They can keep coming. How relevant it is, how relevant it will become, obviously it's a something that time will only tell. But yeah, but when Bank Nifty came into existence, not much was done in Bank Nifty for quite a few years, and now it is exact beta replica of Nifty. If you see a chart on any given week, Bank Nifty and Nifty, it is exactly Nifty replica.
Right.
So you can actually create trading strategies between Nifty and Bank Nifty. So any index needs to give that kind of edge, or gives that kind of extra opportunity to the trader, to for it to actually be that that frequently traded and that relevant. Otherwise, it will be just one of the many industries indices.
Right. So it will take some time of its own to prove
Yes, yes,
its metal, if it happens like that. Otherwise, nothing really significant, nothing is changing with these index coming in play. Just another instrument getting added.
yes, absolutely.
Right. So I believe, Ankit, we have taken some odd 30 minutes from your busy weekend schedule. And as always, thank you for joining us and making us understand as to how the markets have been behaving and how they will be behaving in the coming week. It was amazing talking to you. And hopefully, we'll be following the strategies that you have just very well explained. And again, just like last week, we'll make try and make some good money. So thank you for joining us, and we'll try and catch up same time next weekend.
Yes, yes, of course.
Right, right.
Okay, bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
Yeah, same to you. Bye.